Welcome to All Waves Considered. I'm your host, Luke Baldwin.
And I'm your host, Julius Spicciani, and we're talking about a surf session from December 13th.
I think it was that really glassy.
It was.
It was that really glassy morning.
Mm-hmm.
Only like 3 people out, I think. And then as soon as I got to the beach, it felt like everybody was in the parking lot and we're all like about to go out. But it turned on real quick.
It did.
It was definitely fun. That was like one of my favorite days, recent history. I just love it when we can just surf, and I like to stay busy. So anytime I can just like paddle right back out and catch them, I'm like, that's all I want to do.
Mm-hmm.
I hate sitting around,
Yeah, exactly.
It's not my vibe.
Can you tell me a little bit about your own surf history?
Yeah. So I started surfing, I think I was about 9 or 10. My friend's dad basically got us all into it. There was like a group of 4 or 5 of us, but he would just take us out. His name's Keith Wilkins, but he would just take us out all the time. And he really was like, he was kind of more stoked than we were, honestly. And it kept us like in that childish place where we were just all having fun. Yeah, I always remember he would be the one like running to the surf, and we were always like looking at him like he's like, wow.
Yeah.
Like, look at this guy, all excited.
Yeah. I feel like Al Ricker is the only older guy who runs to the beach.
Yeah. We have a great group of old guys, honestly.
We do.
They really embrace surfing around here. I owe it all to him, honestly. They like got me into it. I grew up always going to 18th. We'd always park at the church. So that was like the only spot I ever surfed for like my first couple years.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like younger than all my buddies, but whenever one of them turned 16 and like got their driver's license, it was like that was all we wanted to do is pile into his car.
Mm-hmm.
But it was definitely like a great outlet for me. Ever since I found surfing, it was like no looking back.
Mm-hmm.
Something about the energy out there and the vibes. It just is one of my favorite things to do. Definitely haven't found anything really like it. Yeah, I've probably been surfing 16, 17 years. Basically all in Pensacola. I've only made a couple trips to like California and Mexico, but I want to travel more. It's just unreal like how natural and beautiful it all feels, I guess. But when I was first like getting into surfing as a kid, it was just like the most magic vibes when I was going out there. It was like everybody's happy. Everybody's like, it's like we're all just embracing the beautiful world or whatever.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Which I think's nice. Everybody talks about how surfing, you have to be like present. And I think that's definitely true.
Mm-hmm.
But you can't be like, I think to do it right, you got to clear your head and kind of go with the flow, let the water and it'll all push you and pull you around or whatever.
Mm-hmm. I love that.
But that's my favorite part about surfing, honestly, is turning off my brain kind of, because I'm like a nervous person. I'm very second guessing myself and thinking twice.
Mm-hmm.
And so with surfing, it just kind of is an easy way to let it all go, not even think really.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like the only time I get to think when I'm surfing is like on the paddle back out.
Yeah. Yeah.
Which is nice. And I love the active side of it. I used to be a runner, so I kind of I really like getting worn out, and surfing's like a good way to wear you out, make you happy while you're doing it.
Yeah, 100%.
The group of people out there is so special too. I think Pensacola is a really special place because it's small town vibes. It's like there's only a couple spots and you really can't avoid people even if you want to, because you're going to end up on the same peak as them like this week or the next.
Yeah.
So I think that's nice that it kind of keeps us all in the same boat. Nobody's really like surfing anywhere different.
I feel like with surfing, people who have 9-to-5s, I feel like are kind of screwed a little bit. I find
Sure.
a lot of surfers kind of have flexible income streams.
I wouldn't say my life like revolved around surfing, but I kind of like wanted it to in a sense.
Mm-hmm.
So whenever I got out of high school, I kind of just like, I knew I wanted something. I'm bad with authority too, so I didn't really want a boss.
Mm-hmm.
I knew I wanted something where it was like I can make my own hours. I ended up finding through my mom glass blowing,
Mm-hmm.
which it's cool that Pensacola has it also. It's called the First City Art Center, but it's just a small glass blowing studio. But I started blowing glass when I was 18, so I've been doing it about 9 years now. It's a really cool process. I love blowing glass, but it's another thing kind of like surfing where it's a great outlet for me.
Mm-hmm.
It's not about the money. It's more about doing what I want to do and like having my own freedom. But it's kind of like other trades, glass blowing. I just make stuff for whoever wants it.
Mm-hmm.
But it's fun. I enjoy it, and it keeps me happy. I'm building my own studio
Oh, really?
in the process of all that. Yeah.
Cool.
So I'm hopefully going to have a home studio so I can kind of have more freedom.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I've been really lucky to find something like that. It kind of keeps my creative juices flowing, keeps my, I'm always thinking of something I can do, something I can make differently. I enjoy it a lot. It keeps the surfing, it keeps my schedule open.
Mm-hmm.
Most importantly, right?
Yeah. Yeah. My roommate right now, he's working for Amazon as a delivery driver. And
Cool.
he'll look at the surf forecast like a week out, and he'll plan his days off around that. Then when the day comes, it'll be like, oh, that forecast is not right.
I do the exact same thing. Yeah, I basically book my schedule maybe 4 or 5 days ahead of time,
Mm-hmm.
and it always somehow, it's like I'm asking for the surf to be at that time whenever I schedule it then.
And does it work for you? You're saying like it actually works out?
Well, luckily for me, I can reschedule too. So
Mm-hmm.
if it does line up, I can just call it off and do it the next day or whatever. But it seems like the day you want to work, it's, that's going to be the day it goes offshore or whatever.
Yeah.
That's typical. Everybody knows that, dude. Everybody's got that problem, I would assume.
Yeah.
Thanks for watching Always Considered. This was your host, Luke. I hope you guys have a great Christmas. Love y'all.